that's not something you just say. Undisputed, we're the undisputed ones. We want it to be gangster, yeah, we want it to be dons. We end up in the can and I don't mean a Rubicon. I've always been a champion, I've done this on my ones. I've been running up hills, I've been banging out weights, I've been beating up the heavy bag, I'm training every day. Had to fight for these mills, had to lose a couple mates. Sacrifice after sacrifice, that's the only way.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson. Nearly impossible to beat no matter what he weighed in at. But it was 66.7 kilos. He's 180 centimeters tall with a reach of 184. And he'll be facing one of the best to ever do it, Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201.
So much hype surrounding this big. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Do you believe this? They won't give us a second to catch our breath. It's all offense, all the time. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Done with that counter shot. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
It's all offense all the time. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Robinson in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance with...
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Timing beats speed, speed beats power. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This is been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
If you're a counter-puncher, then basically you do the counter-attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Swing and a miss with that hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. On to the third. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. That jab misses. Beautiful counter punch. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Nice counter shot. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of defense here at all. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Robinson in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Good work. Keep going.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punching. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. They block the hook. knockout or bust for both of these fighters. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that. Time for the 5th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Nope, that hook won't score. Swing and a miss with the hook. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be
There's the bell for round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. You'd like to see more jabs. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. A straight right just missed. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. Talk about Robinson in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters' gap. Here we go. It's round 7. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
These punches coming from every angle. Nice counter. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Disaster averted.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Misses with that uppercut. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line here.
Stay focused. Don't let him back in the fight. Great round.
There's the bell to start round 8. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Beautiful counter shot. Misses with the straight left. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little fade and pickpocket him.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Nice counter shot. Missing with the hook. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smarts that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Terrence Bud Crawford, weighing in at 140 pounds. He's 5'7" tall with a reach of 74 inches. Julio Cesar Chavez, 5'8" tall with a reach of 68 inches.
There's an amazing reach advantage, which you do not actually realize is there until you get popped by that jab. The distance that's created is ridiculous.
And here he is, Bud Terrence Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time. Julio Cesar Chavez making his way to the ring, multi-time world champion in 3 weight divisions, generally recognized as one of the greatest athletes Mexico has ever produced.
Look at this, these fights are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 107 career victories. Introducing El Gran Campeón Mexicano, Julio Cesar Chavez.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. And we're underway in round 1. Straight right just misses. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
Did you see the nerves on the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Ooh, a good straight. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? They're both trying for a knockout. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
That's his round.
Great round. Now relax. Good man. You stay focused?
That was a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let him back in the fight. You must.
Good work. Now that's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back. Good work out there. That jab's working nicely. Just keep them on the other end of that jab, and you're getting your time in already. That right hand's good.
You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag. Now,
Nice work. Good round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy.
don't lose this fight there. Come on, you've let him back into this. You're better than this.
And there's the bell for round 2. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Blocks the left uppercut. Looking to land the hook. Robert's legs are all over the place. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Julio Cesar Chavez just got rocked. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
That was close.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. It's the same again.
And he's going to be confident now. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, you were still landing your power shots. Good work. And don't forget the jab, and don't get carried away.
Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off.
Nice work. Good round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy.
You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off immediate to switch back on.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man.
Around. Get out there and switch on.
And that'll do it for the minute break.
Now that's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath.
The bell rings and we start the third. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Nice counter. Nope, that jab not going to score. Nice exchange here from both men. Good counter punching. And that hook misses. He misses with that jab. Did you see that? Whoa, ay caramba! Julio Cesar Chavez in trouble. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Dios mío, it's Julio Cesar's shot. Can you believe it? He put Chavez down. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
That's lights out right there. One, two, three, four. Come to me.
Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Loved the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
I need you to go back out there. I need to...
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax. Just keep him on the end of that jab.
Just box him. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him...
Great. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work. And don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away.
Take the round off, win the round on your jab, and breathe while you're stepping around.
Nice work. Good round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy.
Gotta go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag. Now you've let him back into it.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Just keep them on the other end.
In fact, you're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's on your
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather right back into the action.
He was coasting this fight, and now you're letting him back into it. Now, it's a tougher fight.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
You'd like to see more jabs. They better start respecting each other's punching power. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Good counter punch. Both men step back. Whoa, wait a minute. Julio Cesar Chavez and some... Julio Cesar Chavez goes down. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, four, five, six. Are you okay?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. Get out there and swing.
Good work. Now that's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back.
Listen, the fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work. And don't forget the jab. And don't get...
Come on, get your boxing back together and go out there and put it back on him this round. I need...
On to the 5th we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Throws the uppercut, but misses. swing and a miss with the hook. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Oh, and the grand champion might go down. I thought we were going to... Whoa, wait a minute. El Gran Campeon in some real trouble here. Oh, and Chavez goes down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Talk about Chavez in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Already. Your right hand's beautiful.
Okay, focus. Big deep breath. Calm yourself.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. There's 1, 2 straight.
Right, let's go out there. Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there.
Nice work. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Now, don't even load up. Don't be looking for that one shot or anything. Just set him up and you'll take him out.
Look, he's a jab back. Just box him. Just be smart. Just get your shots up.
Great. I love that. That jab's slick.
You've lost. Don't worry about it. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching up.
Great work. I love that. That jab's slick. Good man.
Good job. Get back out there and win the round.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
Say it again. Don't change too much.
Just take the round off, win the round on your jab, and breathe while you're stepping around.
There's the bell to start round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nobody home with that hook. Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
I've got to see that again. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Julio Cesar Chavez just got rocked. And right back into the fray.
Defense is everything, because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again.
Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me the floor.
Final 10 seconds here.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous, I'm ready for combat. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But either you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we're given a task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know that aim range heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't gotta do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculate. On time, not a second hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done.
Unless we get some late drama, I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Crawford in that round. Here comes round 7. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these 2 boxers, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Tom. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Whoa, ay caramba! Julio Cesar Chavez in trouble. They've avoided catastrophe there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, and man, these 2 are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just missed with that hook. Beautiful counter shot. Julio Cesar Chavez in some serious trouble. Oh my goodness! Chavez is on the canvas. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
A shot from the gods took him out.
You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.